Good evening for everyone. My name is Yasmin Muniz, and my work is titled Music Game for Motor Coordination Training, Development, Usability, and Application. This work is mentored by Dr. Silvia Bosch and Dr. Luis Ferreira. Introducing this research, music can bring many benefits for human beings. For example, reduction of pain, anti-anxious, the regulation of humor, and improvements in motor performance. A fact that is very important and particularly important for motor rehabilitation is the capacity of music brings neuroplasticity. Some students reviews that music can make brain changes. If you compare a group of people who plays musical instrument and people who don't play any kind of instrument, you will see if you compare the brain of these groups, the group of musicians has the bigger volume of gray matter in supplementary motor area in the frontal lobe and in the insular lobe. This scenario of improvement of motor capacities and neuroplasticity made many physiotherapists and musicians brings music basic techniques to rehabilitation, and this motivated too the development of games and devices with some components of music in their proposals. But on the other hand, these music and devices for times don't mimic the real music training, and maybe not are so beneficial that this practice will be. Well, this brings us to our objectives, that is, develop a music game that mimics piano musical training, evaluate system usability, measure the effects on motor coordination, compare the outcomes of the digital game with and without external control, evaluate the effects of the game on brain activation. So the methods. In this work we divided in two phases. The phase one, it's about the development of the system, the control, and the game. And the phase two, it's about the clinic's effects. So phase one, analysis of previous results, functional improvements and cultural adaptation, control and software development. Phase 2, evaluation usability and effects in healthy people and in another study in the people with disability. And for the final, upgrades and availability for use. This is the Moniz game first version 1, and the game has two modes of interaction. I forgot to say, the game is for Android system, tablets, and smartphones. Like I was saying before, the game has two interactions modes. The first one is free mode, that you have this digital piano you can play like you want with no demonstrations, with no rules. In the arcade mode is like a video game, and you play a sequence, and the sequence in the another level will be more difficulty, and you have to play all the levels, and this is the first version of Money's game. And we have the previous studies, that is Money's game, usability and user experience. This study is submitted for the journal Games for Health, and they evaluated the usability in physiotherapists. And the another study is part of a research initiation and evaluation the effects of Money's game in children with disability. So our results. Usability for physiotherapists is considered best imaginable. We have the results 18.6 from 100 to SUS, and 18.4 80% of children with disability refers the likes to play the game. So we have a problem, a negative feedback, that was the difficulty to memory big sequence. So we have our priorities to make better the game, that is upgrade interface, control, and change music. This is the tools that was used in this project. And now we're gonna talk about the protocol of phase 2. This is our study design. We will have 3 groups. One group will test Muni's game with control. The second one will test only Muni's game in the tablet interface. And the group 3 will have music training with a roll piano. The interventions will be 3 times per week during 10 minutes and will last 1 week. Participants will be 14-5. The groups will be with 15 each group. The inclusion will be adults 18 to 13 age, exclusion practitioners of musical instrument, historic of upper limb lesson on the last 6 months, and our outcomes. We're gonna evaluation the 9 roll pack test, box and blocks test, taping test, tape digital test, force of grip. We evaluation 2, system usability scale, game floor, and if possible, AAD. Well, our results. Phase 1 is completed. This is the game that I said before. This is a little improvement that we do. If you don't remember what notes you have to play, you play this button and you will see what notes you have to play. And for example, you made the wrong choice and play 2 times wrong the notes. So you will gonna see a note with yellow. That is the note that you have to play, the right note. This is the game and the controller that I said before. And this is not a keyboard MIDI. It works like a keyboard. So I made this way because if in the future the game will be accessible for computer, you can play with the mouse and you play with the keyboard too, and with no difficulties. But well, communication will be done by Bluetooth, energy LED 12 volt, energy 5 volts for SP. Now we are writing the project to submit it to Acts Committee, that is evaluation, usability, and effect in health people. Some complementary devices that not make part of the main project but has a little help to evaluation. People, physiotherapists, and children's in particular was very difficult to test taping test, and they said that it was very boring to do the test, and there are no motivation and whatever. So we developed 2 games that mimics the test, and the controllers that instead of you counting how many times you touch the table in each side, the control and the game will be doing this for the physiotherapist, and this is make more accuracy the test too. So it is. Thank you for your attention and patience, and if you have any question, suggestion, be my guest.